Hello, good morning, and welcome, friends. And thanks for joining me for today's live broadcast. I'm Keck with Builderall, your information products, digital marketing, training, and support specialist. Welcome aboard. Today is Monday. You know what that means? That's right, it's Motivation Monday. Time to get our mindset straight for success in business and life. I'm happy to share with you again this morning another book summary of a really cool book, this one called With Winning in Mind by Lanny Bassam. Now, he's an Olympic and world champion, American sports shooter who won gold medal in the 1976 Summer Olympics and a silver medal in the 72 Summer Olympics. All right, so let's get right into it with a quote from the book. I am well aware that there are many fine self improvement books available. Psychologists, motivational speakers, religious leaders, and business professionals write them. A competitor writes this one. The mental management system is not based on psychology. Instead, it is 100% based on competition. I did my apprenticeship in the arena of Olympic pressure. My credibility is not based on a course I took in college. It is in my gold medals and the medals of my students. It's not theory, it's simply what works. My goal in this book is to share with you the mental techniques I have discovered and used to win. Lanny Bassam from With Winning in Mind. I do like the wordplay with the title, With Winning in Mind. So let's look at the big ideas that we will unpack today as we look through this book briskly. The first one is process is primary. Did I win? It's 90% mental, so give the mental side some love. Mental management, what is it? Pressure, it's normal and good. Your good shots, focus on them. Rehearsal, plus, that's like me. Your self image is key. How is it? All right, so the first of these big ideas, process is primary. I suggested that instead of setting a goal to win, Ben should goal set to make the process of playing well his primary focus. Process is primary became the theme for the year. Ben's job while playing was to think about executing his mental and technical systems and not to think about winning. Scoring is a function of great execution, and winning is the result. But thinking about winning can pull your focus off the proper execution in a competition. Thinking about process is the answer. In the fourth tournament of the last year at the San Diego Torrey Pines course, Crane found himself just 30 inches from the cup on 18. The crowd knew Ben needed to make the putt for the win, but Crane had no idea. When the ball rolled in, his playing partner offered his hand in congratulations. Thinking this was just customary handshake after the round, Ben did not realize he had won until Heather, his wife, ran onto the green. Did I win? Crane said. This was proof that a player can cause his mind to think about process instead of outcome, even with the possibility of winning pulling at him. Crane's third career victory earned him $954,000 that day, sending him on to his best year in goal at that point. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? I love that focus. All right, the next big idea, it's 90% mental. What's your game? Golf, sales, shooting, singing, parenting, managing, coaching, teaching? What percentage of what you do is mental? I've asked that question to hundreds of Olympic athletes and PGA Tour pros. They have all answered that their game is at least 90% mental. The top 5% agree that elite performance is 90% mental. Then I asked them the second question. What percentage of your time and money do you spend on training the mental game? The answers are always similar, very little or less than 10%. Now, that just doesn't make sense. All agree that the mental game is 90% of their sport, but they almost all ignore training this vital area. Okay, the next big idea. What is mental management? Mental management is the process of improving the probability of having a consistent mental performance under pressure on demand. I wanted a system that would work all the time, in competition, under pressure. This is such a system. Now, there are three components of his system. the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the self image. Now, you'll have to get the book to go through the breakdown. It's pretty extensive. But for now, we'll take a quick look at a few of my favorite ideas you can apply to your own life now. Which brings us into the next big idea, pressure. Recognize that pressure is positive and something that you can control. Pressure is not in your imagination. It is real, a good thing, and you can use it to your advantage. You must accept that it is normal to feel something in a pressure situation. This is your body saying, "This is important, pay attention." So, the number one tip to deal with pressure, focus on what you want to see happen, not on what is stressing you. And I love the way they put this because what is stressing you could be a myriad of different things. But what you want to see happen is usually far more narrow. So focus on what you want to see happen when the pressure comes. The next big idea, talk about your good shots. In presenting a seminar to the Olympic shooters, I was asked, "Mr. Basham, in the 1978 World Championships, you shot a 598 over 600 to win a medal. What happened on those two nines?" I answered, "Do you really want to know? Do you want to know how I got nines? That will not help you. You don't want to know how I got two nines. What you should be asking is how I got 58 tens. Besides, I can't remember how I got the nines. I do not reinforce bad shots by remembering them. You should talk about your good shots. By doing that, you improve the probability that you will have more good shots in the future." The next big idea, rehearsal. Plus, that's like me. You can imagine far more than you can currently achieve. If you consistently rehearse what you want to achieve, what you imagine can become reality. Let me give you an example. Back in the 1970s, I was shooting good kneeling scores and began approaching the national record of 396 over 400. I wanted to set the record at 400, a perfect score, but I had never actually fired a 400, even in training. Nonetheless, I vividly rehearsed shooting the first 100, then another and another. I visualized each of the last 10 shots building towards the record. I rehearsed what I knew would happen at that point. I would realize that I was above the record. Next, I rehearsed hearing a voice say, "That's okay, I do this all the time." Then I imagined shooting the final 10 easy and saying to myself, "Another 400? That's like me." I rehearsed this sequence several times a day for 2 months. In my first competition since beginning the rehearsal, I started with a 100 kneeling. My next two targets were also 100s. I began my last series with 10, 10, 10, 10. Only 5 more to go. 10, 10, 10. Then reality set in. I was above the record. I heard an internal voice say, "That's okay. I do this all the time." I shot 2 additional 10s, setting the national record at a perfect 400. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, the next big idea, your self image. Your self image makes you act like you, it keeps you within your comfort zone. If you're below your zone, self image makes you uncomfortable and turns up your power until you are within the zone. Likewise, if you're above your zone, the self image will cut your power, dropping you back within your zone. As long as you act like you, the self image is content and does not interfere. To change your performance, you must change your self image and elevate your comfort zone. Controlling that change in your self image may be the most important skill you will ever learn. You can change any attitude you do not like. When the self image changes, performance changes. And that, my friends, is good news. You can change your self image through imprinting. Reshaping your mind is much like reshaping your physical body. If you are overweight, it is likely that the cause is repetitive overeating. Repetitive change of your eating habits is the best way to bring your weight down safely. If you have a poor attitude, it is likely that the cause is repetitive negative reinforcement. Repetitive change of your thinking habits is the best way to bring about an attitude change. Remember, your self image is the current state of you, it is not the final state. Be aware that your self image is evolving in the direction of your imprinting. Nothing is going to change unless you change. Oh my gosh, you guys, this book is so strong. With winning in mind, the big idea is once again process is primary. Did I win? Focus on the process. Don't focus so much on just winning because that can distract you from the task at hand. So focus on the process. It's 90% mental. So give the mental side some love. Everybody knows how important it is, but few people give energy and attention towards training their mental capacity. So do it. Mental management, what is it? It's that process of consistently performing under pressure in competition and stress situations. As the next one, pressure. And it's normal and it's good. We need to understand when it happens, it's our body telling us, hey, pay attention. Something important's going on here. And remember to focus on your good shots, okay? Who cares about the bad ones? Again, we get what we focus on. So you want to focus on your good shots. And then rehearsal. Plus, that's like me. Rehearse in your mind how you want things to go. Remember, when the pressure comes, we want to focus on the outcome we have in mind. And then tell ourselves when we see that outcome happening, yeah, that's like me. And then your self image is key. So, how is it? The good news is you can change it through repetition. You guys, this is such a cool book. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Well, again, this is Keck with Builderall, your information products, digital marketing, training, and support specialist. Glad to be with you on this Motivation Monday. Hopefully, we help get our minds straight for success in business and in life with the winning mind. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, which will be Tuesday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is my regular time for some more Builderall training. Until then, I will say let's build it with Builderall. Ciao for now, friends.